The history of Terre Haute and Vigo County is a rich one, with the names of men like Chauncey Rose, Herman Holman, and Colonel Francis Vigo looming large in our past. Today we journey across the Wabash River to explore the history and legacy of a different name, a woman whose impact can still be felt today, not just in our community, but around the world. For this episode, we take a look at the lasting impact of Mother Theodore Guérin. Welcome to The Haute.
This episode brought to you by Wabash Valley Community Foundation, for good forever. Envisionary Media, envision the possibilities. And St. Mary of the Woods College, aspire higher.
Anne Teresa Guérin was born in the coastal town of Étable in Brittany, France in 1798, at the end of the hard years of the French Revolution. Both her younger brothers died at an early age, and her mother fell into a debilitating depression after her father, an officer in the French Navy under Napoleon, was murdered by bandits while traveling home to his family. Household duties fell to Anne Teresa at the age of 15. She eventually turned to a life of devotion, professing her vows as a Sister of Providence in 1825, taking the name Sister St. Theodore. She soon became an adored educator, helping the sick and poor at several French congregations. In 1840, she was called upon to travel to America, into the wilderness of Indiana, a young state with few schools and fewer churches, to instruct and care for the growing number of French, German, and Irish settlers. She left with 5 companions on a treacherous months-long journey across the Atlantic, arriving in New York before pressing on by way of stagecoach and steamboat to the dense forests west of Terre Haute. The sisters quickly got to work, establishing a new congregation, the Sisters of Providence of St. Mary of the Woods, as well as several schools, orphanages, and pharmacies throughout the area, despite limited resources. Just 9 months after their arrival in Indiana, the sisters had opened St. Mary's Academy for young women, the forerunner for the eventual St. Mary of the Woods College. Despite ill health that plagued most of her adult life, Mother Theodore accomplished much in the short 15 years between her arrival in America and her death in 1856. 50 years later, in 1907, the consecration of a grand structure on the Sisters of Providence grounds was complete, the Church of the Immaculate Conception. Today, the legacy and impact of Mother Theodore is far-reaching. The Sisters of Providence of St. Mary of the Woods have a congregation of hundreds, plus many more Providence associates. Their continued work includes the White Violet Center for Eco-Justice, which focuses on environmental education and caring for creation with its herd of alpacas, chickens, gardens, orchards, beehives, and the newly opened farm store. The Connecting Link Ministry, which helps individuals find jobs in West Terre Haute as well as advocating for the community. Providence Health, which offers rehabilitative therapy as well as assisted living services. Providence Food Pantry, which provides food to low-income families in the West Terre Haute area. And internationally, Providence University and Miracle Home, located in Taiwan, focus on providing education and care for the young and the aged.
We Sisters of Providence call St. Mary of the Woods home. We start here as postulants and novices, and we come home here to be laid to rest. And in between time, we carry out the mission that Mother Theodore brought to this place. St. Mother Theodore really shaped St. Mary of the Woods. What we do here, what's important to us, the ministries that emanate from this place.
Mother Theodore's legacy also stands today at St. Mary of the Woods College, a Catholic liberal arts college that now educates both men and women, with a mission of encouraging them to engage in lifelong leadership and to effect positive change in Guérin's spirit of service and social responsibility.
She was really different as an educator. She was looking at the student holistically, not just did they learn or not and how we were going to measure it, but really how to encourage them to keep wanting to learn more, and I think she was really all about that from the beginning. The students themselves look at her as far more than a historic figure. They recognized her as a woman who was sacrificial, she was faithful, she cared about people, she gave her life away, and she did it here. The students like her and they get her.
Sometimes when I walk around this place, I'm just overwhelmed by all that's here. And I think back to the fact that in 1840, 6 French immigrant women came to this place, and look what's happened here. A college, a healthcare center, right alongside of a working farm, and we've got students and alpacas who call this place home. Her mark is on it every step of the way. The spirit of that foundress who sleeps, but her heart continues to watch over this house which she built.
Thanks for watching this episode, and if you want to find more from our series, visit thehaute.org, where you can also find lots of great information about our community. We'll see you next time here in The Haute.